Hello everyone, so today we have some news from the Alton Towers Resort that I would like to tell you about. So of course we've had some not so great ride availability and mostly transport issues within the park. So when it opened on the 14th of March, the monorail was not there. So they actually did do the rail replacement bus, which was really good, but they only actually did that on peak time. So if you were going when it was off peak, you did have to actually walk from the car park to the entrance, which we all know that is such a long walk to start your day for a park that's massive. Now this would be okay. This would be alright, but then the second thing that was also shut was the Sky Ride. So if you don't know, the Sky Ride is also a mode of transport in the park. That's the only one that you have to get around it. And we all know how big Alton Towers is. It's the biggest park in the UK. There's all the gardens that you have to go through. Well, you don't have to go through, but you can go through to get through to the other side of the park. It is really a park that needs its transport, so for it to open on opening day with absolutely no transport at all was very questionable, and it did sort of scare me to think what is actually going to be happening this year, this season, and what is going on. So the good news is that the monorail will be opening on the 25th of April. It's going to be so good to see that open again. Obviously, as well, if you are a Platinum Merlin pass holder, you can use the Galactica Gate to get in. But sadly, I am not, so I have to go to the main entrance. It was a massive walk when we did it for open day. But yeah, it's so good to see the monorail open again. It improves the accessibility into the park. Of course, as I said before, it is such a long walk. I feel like I keep on saying that, but it definitely is such a long walk to actually get in there. It's just so great that they've actually got this stuff sorted. But sadly, we still have nothing from the Sky Ride. So as we know, the Sky Ride was shut for 3 seasons. I would like to say it might have been 2 seasons. They wanted to open it back up in 23, I believe it was, but they were trying to do it, and then they realised actually this needs a lot of maintenance and it cost like millions of pounds, so they did not go through with that. Then it opened sometime in 25, I believe, and then obviously it ran for the season. They had no issues there, but again for 26 it is down. As I just said, the park is massive, so this is really upsetting to see. I really hoped that they could get this open again after spending all that money on that ride. I don't understand why they have not made it top priority again just to get that open. It just looks so bad because they've already had so many technical issues of it. It'd be good if maybe the Sky Ride doesn't work, like obviously it doesn't seem like it's working at all, if they would invest in something else. Like, I don't know how they would do a train, but a train would also be nice, just anything to get you from A to B. Also, the Runaway Mine Train has not opened yet, but the website updated very recently and now that is opening in May. It doesn't say when it's opening in May, so it's opening next month, so hopefully that's like the 1st of May, but it might not be. Obviously they're not like specifically saying when it is going to open, sadly, but it's just like when you walk up to Katanga Canyon, when you actually go into there, and at the moment it's literally just the restaurant, pizza and pasta open, and then the gift shop that's obviously the exit for both the rides. That is all that's open in Katanga Canyon right now. It's really not good. So it'd be nice when those things open, because obviously that is literally a very dead part of the park. Another thing as well, which I did actually mention in both of my day 1 and day 2 vlogs of Alton Towers when it opened on opening weekend, the gate next to Wickerman has been shut because they have been doing the maintenance on the Congo River Rapids. So if you are going up that way, you actually do have to walk through Katanga Canyon, and it's just so pointless because nothing is open in there. So it feels like they didn't really think about that. Like, obviously we're having to walk everywhere. There is no mode of transport to get around the actual park when you're inside of it. So I just feel like that was so bad, but it's so good to see Mine Train to be back open. Alton Towers does not feel the same without Mine Train. I love it. It's just such a good ride. Like, it's just, the vibes are immaculate on there, you know, shouting choo choo, having your hands up. It's just a fun ride, which I've definitely missed this season. And of course, as I was just saying about the Congo, Battle Galleons, so both of the water rides are now going to be seasonal, so obviously that means they're going to be opening in May, and I could imagine they will close at the end of August into September. So they are now seasonal attractions, which I do understand, because obviously, like, you do get a bit wet. I wouldn't really say you get that wet on the Congo though, but due to the incident that happened at Drayton Manor quite a few years ago, where a little girl sadly passed away, they had to make a lot more procedures when to run rapids rides. So they had to have staff everywhere to watch everyone. Like, the health and safety upped massively. Like, there was like, I think it's changed now, but you had to actually have an adult on the boat with you. It couldn't just be kids, because obviously they took it so seriously, as they should have done. But this has meant that running water rides now is a very expensive thing. Obviously you've got all the pumps, all the water, all that sort of thing as well to account for. So I feel like it's a massive budget cut thing that they've just been like, oh, we're making them seasonal. But it's definitely to save money, because the amount of staff that has to watch everything, yeah, so like the waterfalls and that, like I just said. But it'd be nice to see them open. I've never in my life been on battle galleons. It's just never really spoke to me. That you just basically shoot water at everyone. I don't really want to get absolutely soaked while I'm there. It just doesn't seem very fun. Like, I sort of in a way do miss the log flume, but obviously I love Wicker Man so much. I'm not going to say that I don't love Wicker Man, but you know, that it's just sort of fun. But I just don't see the fun with battle galleons, because like, if you get someone on the guns that's just, you know, completely shooting at you with water, you've got to stay like that for the rest of the day. Unless it was really warm, I would probably do it, but I've just never really been on that. So I'd understand that. But having Congo shut, that's such a big ride, and people love that ride as well. This isn't like for now, I guess. But when you are on the Mine Train, when you go into that tunnel and you wave at people on the Congo, and when the Congo's shut, it just feels like it's sort of abandoned. I don't know if anyone else thinks that. Like, you know, you can get some quite good interactions. People like sometimes shout in that tunnel. I don't know. It's just, you're literally snaking around the Congo River Rapids with no water in there. No one's in there. It just feels so wrong. So that's another reason, like, Katanga Canyon is meant to be this fun, happy place, but then you've just got a trough with no water in it, no one there. It just completely destroys the vibe. So nice to see the monorail is going to be opening again, along with all the water rides and Mine Train. Just hopefully they can get the Sky Ride sorted again, because that is such a main part of accessibility into the park, and it's just such a big part that we need that back. So I do hope you enjoyed just this little tiny update, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye everyone.